Namaste to all beautiful souls in this beautiful earth. Today will be a different conversation. Today, I will not be channeling any messages. This message comes from heart to heart with pure intentions of love so that we can understand each other. When we are channeling messages, we usually sit in meditation before, and we don't practice or decide what will be said in that particular moment, nor which words will be used. In this conversation, however, when we are not channeling, we are speaking from the human self. There is involvement of thought. How can we, in the best way, have the viewer perceive what we are saying in the most authentic way? And this feels hard for us because channeling, it's more easy because it's coming from a higher state. But when we speak like this, it's kind of a vulnerability because the little me is involved and it feels like it can get judged. You wonder maybe why we're doing this type of video. Well, after days of channeling messages to everyone who's watching it or will watch it in future, we had maybe 2 or 3 days when we was given directions from spirit not to record anything. And this was quite hard because we truly want to evolve in any way that we can and to bring people that are in the same situation higher up. So from the human self, it was very hard and it made us sad in a way. It was our birthday on the June 26th, though it was 34 years ago I was born, but it was a day of celebrating when the soul came to this body. And the way that we will speak to you is we're only sharing our unique essence. This is what we're doing. We're not trying to say anything more or less, but we know by standing in this power and showing our true essence, you can also pick up that frequency and do the same. So you see, it's not as simple and easy as one will think. We had a viewer's question talking about from 3D to 5D and why we can't maintain being in 5D. from our perspective of experiencing this is in 2018 when we started to awake to our true self. We became quite closed in and rejected everything outside in the world because everything started to feel very fake. Relationship, situation, it just felt like being in a theater and just nothing was real. And it was quite uncomfortable. And going through this process, as I also have two children and I'm a single parent, was very hard, but I was dedicated into wanting to go the whole way. And so it came a time when I didn't want to speak. I didn't want to get involved in any shenanigans because I thought everything was just, it was just very useless. That I was prepared to leave my own kids. Whatever it took, I was ready to sacrifice it. And then Spirit spoke to us saying that that's not the way to go. And this is what I'm talking about when we say from 3D to 5D. I was in the state of 5D and I wanted to stay there. But for the benefit of who? It will be in selfish act. If you have found the bliss within yourself and you close yourself out up in the mountain far away, even though your frequency will be shared. If we use the analogy, if I have a lot of food in my fridge and there's a man starving, will he benefit from my prayers to him? Or will he benefit if I physically take out the food from my fridge and give it to him? You see, and this is how the Spirit explained to us that even though that you have reached a state, you have to know that this is a consciousness. We are all involved in the consciousness. This is the oneness. So some people are not conscious, others are more evolved in their consciousness, but it is one and the same. So believing that, oh, I have maintained my state of bliss and I just want to be in this state of bliss and this is so wonderful, it doesn't work because outside will always challenge you because everyone is not there. We cannot ascend completely. We can be in that state and waiting more consciousness to evolve, which it is doing now rapidly, but we still have to wait for each other. So if you are in that state, and if I'm speaking to you, and you're questioning yourself, why can I stay in the 5D? Why am I going up and down? Because this is what happens. It's completely normal. You can't be in that state. You have to go up and down, and you will go up and down. You maybe have bigger opportunities to stay up if you, for example, meditate every day. But you can't expect to be blissed out and stay in that state without feeling or getting messages that that is not the way to go. We have been called here, and those who receive the call, I received the call, is not staying in the bliss state and not doing anything, but actually sharing our essence, sharing our true self for everyone else to get their golden nuggets parts from everyone that they're listening to. So you may be listening to me right now. Tomorrow you're listening to someone else. It doesn't matter. Everyone that is led to this message is meant to get something out of it, you see? Because this is just another part of you, and I'm speaking to another part of me. It might sound very complicated, but it's very, very simple. It's so, so simple. If I would have stayed in this state of just leaving my kids, doing my own thing, being up in the mountains, it would be wonderful. But then there is no challenge. You involve more by walking through hardships and coming out on the other side than involving in a place where there is no distractions. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are you still with me? So you can't evolve where there is no challenges. It doesn't make you strong. So if you are in this place right now where everything feels very rough, because this weekend's energy, just this couple of days, have been very, 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 very odd and strange. And there is a lot of happening in the energy field. But if you have felt called to this video, then you have a deeper understanding that we cannot leave anyone behind. It doesn't mean that you should just, now I have to care about everyone else. No, not in that way. But to see that every situation that is brought forward to you is a mirror of yourself, something that needs to heal, something that you need to transcend within yourself, and to allow yourself to be in this state, to let this happen. And it can be difficult. We do understand this part, that it can be very, very difficult. But difficulties eventually have an ending. And there are more beautiful beginnings. So we advise you to take your birth chart, for example, now when we were speaking about birthdays, and look into your astrologer positions to have a little more full picture of what can you do in this 3D world that can help you to find your purpose. See, you can go from lower to higher, or you can be in the highest, and really where this doesn't matter. None of this really matters. It's just different layers. Spirit always talk about that there are different layers, but they're all it's like a cake. The cake is still the same. If we want to see it as a cake, and the majority of humans like cake, we're vegan, we don't enjoy cake so much, but this analogy of a cake, it has layers, right? But when you cut into the cake and you eat the cake is still the same, right? You're eating the same cake. It's not like this part is bad and this part is, no. And then we all prefer the toppings, right? The toppings have always just one sweet thing like on the top, and everyone's like, could I get it? Do you want it? Maybe. Because the topping is the special part. It's not so much of. So of course, we all want to be on the top, and we all want to enjoy that part. See? But it doesn't mean that the cake is not good, because every layer has something to offer. And together, they make a perfect piece. You see? So try to look at life in this way from a human perspective. Try to really understand it and not run away from it or close yourself off, because that doesn't help. It's okay to be with yourself, but you have to stay with yourself and then come out to the world, experience, see what needs to continue. It's a continuous growth to continue this, and then go inwards again to take breaks and go out and take breaks, and know that spirit has your back. You are being protected. You are not alone in this. Even though it may feel some parts that you are alone, and we all have different gifts and different essence to share. So it can come parts of our journey where we don't understand. It's okay. Just let it be. Our advice from a human perspective right now with the planets in their positions, because we can use these energies. These energies are like tools. Use how many tools is needed, okay? When you build something, you want to use all the tools in your toolbox to make the perfect setting, right? If something's missing, it's just going to be harder. It doesn't mean that it will not finish. It will finish. But I mean, if you can finish something with more ease and have more spare time to do other things, wouldn't you do that? Of course we would, right? So take advantage of everything that is available to you. So planets and position, they're available. You can look at many wonderful people here on YouTube. They are amazing at these planetary positions. So just see, how is it going right now, how it's looking. We are in Cancer, so that is home. So think about making your home a beautiful place, keeping it clean, elevated. Just feel these adjustments that you need to make. Where are you most? Are you at work most? Are you home? Are you outside most of your day? Wherever you are, try to make that place like a holy place for yourself, where you can feel that you're safe to evolve yourself, to change, you know? So this is the message that we are giving you today. It's a very heart to heart, very, and we have different parts of ourselves. This is a rough, hard, and just defensive but open. It doesn't mean that we are different, because if you see yourself as a human, you can imagine yourself that you have an angel above your head that is like the consciousness that is together with everyone. And then you have your devil under your feet, which is the little me. I matter. It is this me. What about me? What happens to me? And these both are needed. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist within you. And then you're this human in the middle, just trying to understand this whole complex universe. It is not easy. We are there with you. But you have all that you need right now. No matter what you feel, work through it. Know that you're not alone. You have support. We support you. That's why we're opening this message, for you to know that even though that we're channeling this message, don't believe that everyone that speaks in peace and is up there all the time can be up there, because that's not the reality of it. We can't be up there. We can't maintain it. I can't maintain that blissfulness throughout the day. I mean, sometimes I go in the role of being a mother. Sometimes I go in the role of being my own self, my own hurt wounds. So it is a process of healing, and we heal each other by understanding and sharing our experience like this. This is how we evolve, when we are being open and honest. And this is a big deal, actually. This is a very big deal, but there is a longing in the soul of, and feeling this togetherness of us all, that we have all been closed in to who we truly are. And if I can release that and change someone's life, even if it's just one person, for me, that's worthy. 100% that's worth it. I want you to know that you're amazing in everything that you do. Don't second guess yourself. This is a journey. Nobody knows what they're really doing. We can have more information, and there is a lot of information out there. So when you watch our videos and we are channeling messages from the highest self, try to suck in that. Just stay with that energy field because it will help you. It will help you. Subconsciously, it will help you. And that's the most important thing that we can give. And then we have a lot of energies that are stuck to us. Just as we're speaking now, we can feel energies entering, coming in and out. And it's like a traffic, but it is also a compliment that our energy, maybe you have that too, that sometimes you change the way that you speak, or you're not crazy, you're not a schizophrenic, nothing is wrong. It's just that you're receptive to energies easier, and energies latch onto you more easier, so you can reflect their energy. Sometimes someone doesn't want to leave your energy. So just have that in mind, that those things are also happening. So there's a lot, but we will unpack these messages by the viewers' questions, of course. And if you like the way that we're representing ourselves now, if you want more videos of this, or if you just want channeled videos where we are just channeling and, giving you the pure love and support that we can give you, please, show us in this video what you think about it. We don't ask for likes. We don't ask for those things, because then it's a request. We believe that our viewers are intelligent, and this is what we are encouraging inside of you, that you know when you want to like something or expand it. We want to give you that free of not pushing, because we want it to come from your own heart. We want you to feel comfortable. It's important. So, wow. This is the human me giving you the message and telling you that everything will be okay. Just continue to be yourself and don't second guess yourself, because you have a gift and your essence is a blessing. The more you can be yourself and share this with the world, the more happier everyone is that will receive it. Because everything is energy. You don't have to talk to them, say to them. You can radiate this by just walking in a mass of people, sitting on a bus. It's your energy. And we wish you a wonderful day. And we are sending so much love your way. Thank you for being here and listening.